Oh my god. Oh my god. So a little bit of a backstory, but I was looking through my subscriptions and I seen Joe Cronin's video ranting on it, and I generally haven't seen Joe that, because Joe rants, but he doesn't rant to an extent about the product as much, but he looked legitimately pissed off. So I thought, right, it's probably not that bad. I go on Twitter, and the first video that I see is the crowd not even screaming like a, this is boring, this is boring, against Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins, a match that everyone wanted to see. The crowd completely shit all over the show. In fact, that there was empty seats in the show. This is the worst state of WWE I've seen since I started reviewing WWE. This is the worst point that I've seen. WWE have hit, so far this year, I think it's 6 times they hit Raw had a new low rating. Last year was bad. This year was really bad. Like, 2017 was horrible, by the way. Like, and if I keep making videos where this year's the worst year, and if that trend keeps going, WWE are going to be gone. Now, people might say to me, well, Jerry, the stock, WWE stock is at its almost high. People are buying merchandise. They've got all this money. Yeah, but what happens if no one's watching the show? What happens if fans are walking away? I think fans are just burnt out. I think they're just done with it. I think for the very first time in a long time, wrestlers now, without some bullshit boycott thing, wrestling fans have seen the product, they've seen everything that's going on, and they've said, I'm not going to watch this. There's more interesting things on. There's more interesting TV. There's more interesting games. There's more interesting things now today than WWE. Hate to say it, but it's true. Fox, I don't know what Fox are thinking looking at this. They're thinking, Jesus, we shouldn't do this deal. I wouldn't surprise me if Fox pull out. Now, I'm not going to say it's going to happen, but it wouldn't surprise me if they pull out of the deal. Because this is a disgrace. This is a bloody mess. This is the worst I've seen. I thought this Dean Ambrose Seth Rollins thing was supposed to be amazing. The match was apparently horrible. The story build was horrible. I didn't like what Dean was doing. To be honest, I thought that they were going to make him a vicious heel and make him a top heel, but he's just doing the same Looney Tunes stuff that he did years ago. Nia Jax is dropping people on their heads on countless occasions. The women's division, it is what it is. But both Raw and SmackDown, by the way, WWE as a whole, stop giving me this Raw's better than SmackDown, SmackDown's better than Raw. They're the same company, you're not a child. They're the same company. Let's stop the whole who's better Raw and SmackDown thing, and let's be quite serious, because I'm actually, for the first time in a long time, I'm actually very serious. I'm actually really concerned, because I seen tickets. It was Metal Jim was posting this a few weeks ago, and some of the tickets for WrestleMania were ridiculous. Why would you pay that amount of money to see a show like that? After the current state that we're seeing right now, it is the worst state that I've seen. This is the worst I've seen in wrestling. In total. This is not just in WWE, and wrestling as a whole. And don't give me this crap that, oh, we'll check out this product and that product and the other product. Like, I was watching, like, even Tyrone Magnus, the legend himself, Tyrone Magnus, whenever he can't even muster up enough energy to watch this, you know it's bad. Tyrone Magnus made a video saying that he just can't watch it anymore. This is bad. Like, this is really, really bad. And people are saying, well, Vince McMahon's going to change things. He's not. Listen, Vince McMahon's come back, well, how many times? The ratings have gone up slightly and then they've went down again. And they're not spiking up and down, the ratings. They're at a consistent downturn. And that's why I don't buy this bullshit that the ratings don't matter. They do, because people aren't actively watching it. They're not actively watching it anymore. Like, even in the UK, people aren't watching it on Sky anymore. Really. It's starting to... Guys, I hate to say this, but there's a chance it's going to die. And I'm not putting that in the title, like, clickbait people and stuff, but I'm just saying right now, WWE is at an almost danger of dying. It's very close to it. It's very, very close. It has me concerned because they're heading down the TNA route. They're going to be the next TNA. They're pulling TNA numbers. Do you remember like 2010 when TNA got a bit of a spike? WWE are kind of on that bracket now, slightly lower. They're at that bracket now. They're at that range. And this is supposed to be the main company of wrestling, and they can't muster up a good storyline. A part of me kind of want to watch this Raw tonight, just to see if there is any change. But I'm not dumb enough to do that. If you honestly, and I'm not telling you guys to do something, but if you honestly want to make an impact, don't watch it. Now WWE, they ignored us for so long. WWE got away with it because the first time they were like, oh, they just ignored. They did the same storyline again, and then when it hit another low, they ignored it again, and then they hit it again, and then they ignored it again, and it's only now that they're trying to do something. I hate to say it, guys, and I don't want people losing their job, but that creative staff, something's gotta go. I hate to say it, but some of the stars on the show have gotta go. They're not charismatic enough. Dean Ambrose, I used to love. I used to support the guy. He was the one guy in this modern era that I liked, and they ruined him. They've ruined Dean Ambrose. They've made him into Daffy Duck. Like, he thinks he's a Looney Tune guy. Like, like he's Woody the Woodpecker. Like, what's he doing? Like, people were actually booing that match. AJ Styles and Daniel Bryan, I think, were competing. No one cares, because AJ gave the belt away. He didn't want it anymore. When your champion doesn't want the belt anymore, that goes to show you how bad the product is. It's the worst state I've seen wrestling. Like, I mean, I really have not seen it this bad. Like, I really haven't. Like, this is eye-opening to me. Because I laughed at it the last few weeks. I was like, because I was supposed to do a review of it and a video on it. And I was like, I don't give a shit. It's just, people are just going to go back to it. But now, people aren't watching it. People are actually following through with their actions and are actually not watching the show. So, congratulations. Like, just look at the community that we're in. Like, everyone's gone. Like, no one cares anymore. It's dead. That's why I'm playing Red Dead now. I set up, by the way, a shameless plug, but I set up an actual Red Dead YouTube channel called General Red Dead. I'll post a link in the description below. But that's for Red Dead stuff, because I don't want to bombard you with Red Dead stuff on this channel. So I've made a separate channel on that, and I'll take an interest in that. But Jesus, this is the worst I've seen wrestling. This is kind of, I don't want to sound like one of those people, but it sounds quite concerning. It's very, very concerning. Like, overall morale, and I think I can speak to you guys a little bit here, and I don't want to sound like a fucking fake YouTuber who goes, guys, listen to me. Like, I don't want to sound like that, but I've been watching a lot of you guys, like, comments, and I've seen comments on several videos, and I've seen some of the reaction within our community, and overall morale is dead. Like, people are just, I feel, sad. If I can say that, if that's the word, sad. Like, I feel people are generally sad because it's probably the end. In the next 10 years, 20 years, guys, there's a high possibility, and I always said, you know, I don't want to make videos saying WWE's dying or it's buying over by Disney. That's why I don't want to put it the title like that, but I wanted to say this in the video because I honestly do think that at this point in time, the way WWE's going, it's going to die. Kids aren't into wrestling anymore. They're into their Fortnite. They're into gaming. They're into watching live streams on Twitch. I've seen it with my own eyes. They're not into wrestling anymore. No one's into wrestling. This new generation that we're in, like millennials were into wrestling, but then I think it's Generation Z aren't. They don't care about wrestling. They're like, oh. They don't. This new generation of teenagers don't watch wrestling. And a lot of this generation have seen swear words on Twitch and streaming services, and they've seen swearing and cursing. Like, how are you gonna aim a product at that generation that have seen way worse on YouTube? Like, stop treating your audience like children. Guys, I think it might be the end. I'm just saying. Give it 10 years. This is General Jerry on the General Jerry channel, signing out.